So, popular YouTuber Jschlatt just released his Christmas album, and it's really good. Not just good for a YouTuber, like unironically good. Most of the time when YouTubers release music, it sounds like the insane ramblings of a kindergartner being filtered through an 8.5 by 11 sheet of printer paper. But this album doesn't, thankfully. So today I wanted to use some of my musical background and knowledge to help you break down why I think this album works so well and why maybe some of the other YouTuber albums fall so flat. So let's go ahead and start here with the first thing, practice. So Jschlatt released a video detailing how he made the album and all the stuff, and I used that to make a lot of the points, and one of the ones that he shows in there was practicing. He said that he listened to all the songs from the start of the year and just listened to the 8 songs that would end up on the album to get a good idea of how they sound, how they flow, things that he likes about the original artist, and things that he'd want to change in his own covers of them. Getting the sound of your song in your ear, whether you're doing a cover or an original, is so important. When you already know how it sounds, you can take out all the guesswork of having to try and do it on the fly when you're in the studio, and really be able to focus on the finer details of giving the best performance instead of trying to figure out the larger ones up front. And I think if you listen to the album, you can really tell that helps bring forth a confidence that you wouldn't normally have if you just went right into it. Okay, the second thing I have here is not writing the songs / the lyrics. Most of the time when we see YouTubers make their own music, they're writing the original music, the lyrics, and performing it themselves, when most of the time these people aren't singers to begin with. Because I'll let you in on a little secret, it's pretty hard to do one of those well, let alone 3. So I've got this notebook here that I got about 6 months ago, and it's got all of these pages fully filled with lyrics, poems, and song ideas. You know how many good ones there are in here? Maybe 3? Most YouTubers who are writing a song don't have 6 months to practice lyrics till maybe they can find a good one. They're usually doing it within a couple months, just trying to get something out there fast. But when you're able to already have the songs done by these professionals and be able to hear them all your life and specifically practice them, as we mentioned before, you're able to get a lot better performance when you only have to focus on the singing. The third thing I have is working with a great team. Although this is Jschlatt's Christmas album and you're probably here to hear him sing, the talented work of the other artists who are playing alongside cannot be understated. Their work coming together and performing the arrangements that they had done really helped tie it together. And let's talk about the arrangements here for a second. Back in that video where he breaks down the making of the album, he says he got a very well-renowned person to make the arrangements for it. Having somebody who knows what they're doing can help you so much. If you have everybody who knows what they're doing, from the performers to the arrangers to the producers, and you only have one person who just learned how to sing a couple months ago, the product is still going to be pretty good because everybody else can help pick up that slack. And I think we really see that here. Not to say that the singing is bad by any means, but the other performers, producers, and arrangers really help bring the arrangement all together and highlight the vocals that we get. The fourth thing I have is getting the help that you need. Back in that video, we see that Jschlatt was taking vocal lessons. Instead of just saying, oh, how hard can singing a couple songs be? I can do it in an afternoon. He took the proper steps to be able to get what he needed to be able to give the performance that he wanted to hear. And not only that, we also hear that the producer from this video was very tough on him, which can be great when you're just starting out because you don't know what sounds you want to hear. Having somebody with an experienced ear like this producer can help guide you in the right direction instead of you just giving up after your third take saying it's good enough. Can really help push you where you want to go. I think the fifth and last thing that really ties this album together and makes it feel very 1999 is the heart that was put into it. You can really tell as you listen to the album and watch the behind the scene video that he really wanted to make something good. Something that was more than just a one-off gag and something that we could actually enjoy. And I think it truly comes across when you listen to it. Now, it was probably made for some money, of course, but I think it was made a lot more with the intention of making something good other than just making a song because why not? So hopefully this video helped break down some of the things that made this album so much better than other YouTubers' music that we've seen in the past. If you've listened to the album and have any thoughts you want to share, you can go ahead and leave them down below for other people to discuss them on. I know personally I've been listening to it every day since it dropped, and is the only Christmas album downloaded on my Spotify. Alright, and before I go, there's one more important thing that I have to say, and I don't have much. It's too late. The Christmas bells are calling me into the next video. Hopefully I'll see you guys there. But until then, remember,